staff and the district is in the process of developing. And then what they would do is then turn around and have recommendations to the board. So they would have no authority as a committee. The board would have to take action after any recommendations would come out of these committees. The final committee that I'm recommending is a fifth standing committee that would be the Governance and Accountability Committee. I actually got this from a recent state conference, and some park districts are actually putting this in place, so when there are issues on the board, this is the group that decides the determination or works through some of the, more so how a board operates, if there's violations, et cetera. And establishing this would automatically fall to the president, the vice president, whoever it was, so this would not be a board appointed or a president appointed committee. This would be automatically, 2 members of the board would automatically be stationed into it, the rest would be appointed by the president. Mary, do you want to?
So we have some suggestions, if anybody has any problem with this, let us know before next month. But for the first committee, administration and liability, Rob and Peter Hurtado with an alternate of myself. Recreation and marketing, Janet and Mimi with an alternate of Rob. Capital and development, Larry and Pete with an alternate of Janet. Personnel and policy, Mimi and Larry with an alternate of Pete. So if anybody has any.
And then if there's no real concerns or objections, we'll have this put on the agenda for the next board meeting. And these committees would then be established moving forward for at least April and, well, could work through April, get an idea of where we're moving forward, and then they would be reseated every May at the annual meeting. Is there any concerns or questions on that?
Item 9, board initiatives.
I'm sorry, I'll step back 1 second.
Sure.
Scheduling on this, are you gonna, can you bring to the, also how often and when?
We'll give a recommendation of when we think some of the committees will be project dependent
Okay,
or
well, say that,
operation,
that's
but
okay.
you look at some committees such as finance, that might, or finance and, I'm sorry, I changed my page, finance and liability, that might possibly be a quarterly establishment and definitely around the budget time to go through it. Same thing with recreation marketing, might have an automatic quarterly, but capital might only need to meet twice a year or 3 times a year depending on when the seasons are going on. But we'll have the full, with the
Like to see
recommendation,
it.
we'll have a breakout of that.
Okay, now we're up to board initiatives.
We had the board workshop scheduling for March 18th at the rec center. Evaluate manure removal and composting in the future at the Western Center, and then I'll provide you breakdowns of these.
And I'll also, for the topic tabled, we'll try to work to have a better established agreement to bring to the board with the variance.
Item 10, commissioner comments. Commissioner Ayers.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming tonight and thank the staff for all the hard work and the presentations that were done tonight. It was very informative, so thank you very much.
Commissioner Newton.
I want to publicly thank Emily Brooks for her efforts to get the trail constructed at Four Seasons Park as well as the Plainfield Lions Club. It's a great opportunity to work together for solving a need for the park district, so we really appreciate both of them. And the question, I guess, is the trail that was constructed at Four Seasons, was that on our list of items?
It hasn't been constructed, it was on our ADA transition plan.
Okay, it was
So
part
it
of our
should-
plan.
Yeah, it was part of the plan, we just made it a little bit more grandeur with the additional funding.
Excellent, thank you.
Commissioner Foley. Okay. Commissioner Slawski. Commissioner Steines.
I'd just like to thank everybody regards to involvement. Like I said, fundraising and so forth, plus Emily Brooks in regards to her money gathering in regards to $7,000, plus was it LCS RA with $106.23, as you mentioned before. And then was it the village's commitment possibly, if we get a check of $4,000.
Fireworks show on Patreon.
We'll hope that works out. But otherwise, just keep that up.
And then what Larry had said, I also want to thank Emily Brooks and the Lions Club. Also, congratulations to Amanda or on the grant for the equestrian center. And thank you to the Village of Plainfield in, once again, helping us with the patriotic picnic fireworks show. And that's all we have. So item 11, seeking a motion to go into executive session.
Make a motion?
Okay, second.
I'll second.
Oh, I gotta read. A motion was made by Commissioner Steinitz at
Yeah, time.
7:36.
7:36 PM that the Park Board of Commissioners enter into executive session permitted under the Open Meetings Act under 5 ILCS 120-2C2, collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or the representatives to reconvene, seconded by Commissioner Ayers. Roll call?
Ayers?
Yes.
Lumen?
Yes.
Solosky?
Yes.
Polling?
Yes.
Stein?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Newcomb?